The next chapter is about to begin. Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for brand new episodes of the American Contractor Show. Our mission is to bring you the latest tools, innovations, and knowledge to help you become the most informed contractor in your market. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and we are connecting you with the most knowledgeable minds in our industry. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. American Contractors, I hope you're ready. This one's for you.
This is Larry Bache with the Northern Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Northern Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Lead meteorologist Sean Shirka here for our daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and RS Supplement and Balance Claims. Check them out in the description below if you're watching us here on Facebook. I think you guys know that. Looks like we're going to see some hail today across the northern plains and kind of deja vu tomorrow. Basically the same area at risk tomorrow, and spoiler alert, basically the same area again to end the work week on Friday. And we're watching that return of the tropical activity in the Atlantic. We got a Tropical Depression 11 out there, probably going to become Josephine in the next couple of days. So for that hail forecast today, we've got two different areas we're watching here. One in central and eastern sections of Kansas, they even extending close to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Some $quarter to $half size hail, mostly more of a wind risk and heavy rain risk for that area. So we got that low chance for Wichita. And then two areas where we could see up to golf ball size hail, one of which in western sections of North Dakota could see up to some golf ball size hail this afternoon, and then again in parts of Nebraska, including the North Platte area, where you could see some of that larger hail, and then even some more isolated storms across South Dakota. It really looks like this is a pretty low-end risk overall. That's why we got low chances. Nothing significant highlighted because it looks like there's going to be a fair amount of space between these storms. We're watching that this evening and then to the overnight hours as everything kind of pivots off to the east. Looking at that future radar, starting in the northern plains, you can see the activity forming this afternoon. Looks like up here in Canada, that's where you're really going to see some intense storms. But across here in the United States, only a few storms expected across North Dakota, and then even down you can see here in Nebraska with that potential for up to some golf ball size hail. Shifting further south into the central plains here, we have that storms forming in Nebraska, and then I think towards the end of the run you can see stuff forming in Kansas as well. This is going to be more of an overnight threat that's going to be impacting eastern Kansas and parts of Oklahoma. Nothing too significant though. Again, we're only seeing maybe up to some golf ball size hail, primarily to the north. We could see some really intense storms in Canada, up in Manitoba, but it looks like a very rural section of Canada that's going to be at risk. Going to tomorrow, things shift just the tiniest bit to the east, where we have Bismarck, Pierre, Fargo, Sioux Falls, and even Omaha all at risk for some hail. That most significant zone is going to be in the Dakotas yet again, with up to golf ball size hail possible. Storms should form in the afternoon hours and continue through the evening and possibly even to the overnight as things shift off to the east towards Minnesota. Future radar does show those storms forming. Again, Canada could be seeing quite a bit of activity for tomorrow as well, but here in the States, things are going to be more isolated. Isolated storms good, be some pretty big hail. However, it looks like there's going to be a fair amount of space in terms of people in between where they'll be impacting. And finally, when we look ahead even to Friday, things shift the tiniest bit further east where Minneapolis may be at risk yet again. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Latest NHC updates. The National Hurricane Center did dub the potential tropical development yesterday to Tropical Depression 9. As of 11 a.m., it is only at 35 mile per hour winds, moving west 14 miles an hour. There's some things to keep this from getting too strong, so it will likely become Josephine. National Hurricane Center by the end of today thinking it's going to be Tropical Storm Josephine and not really strengthening too much, kind of hanging around that strong tropical storm level, maybe even weakening a bit as it gets closer to Puerto Rico by this weekend. And early indications are showing this is going to make that curve up by Bermuda and harmlessly go out to sea. So maybe mostly just a fish storm with this one. We'll be keeping a close eye on that in case anything changes. And of course, more storms will form after Josephine, likely Josephine, moves on out. So that's really all I got for you guys today. Nothing too wild. No unexpected hurricane force wind events this time around. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all simply at Hail Trace. Hit see first on Facebook so you don't miss out on any of our content. And if you have any other comments, questions, or concerns, you want to reach out to us your first time seeing Hail Trace, seeing us have a training, whatever it is, give us a call, 855-334-4245. info@hailtrace.com is our email. If you don't like talking on the phone, you can message us through intercom on hailtrace.com as well as finding out more details about Hail Trace in general. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you again tomorrow at 12 p.m. like we always do every single weekday. So have a great one, and we'll see you tomorrow.